Violence, violence, violence. I don't like it. I avoid, but violence likes me. I can't avoid.
Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to explain a 2022 Indian period drama film. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. The year 1981 is shown at the start of the movie. The Indian Prime Minister signs a death warrant for a particular person, saying he is a dangerous criminal, and no one should know about him in the future. Back in 2018, journalist Anand Inkalagi published a book El Dorado, meaning the lost city of gold. Journalist Anand Inkalaga's book El Dorado, which detailed the events at the Kolar gold fields between 1951 and 2018, was banned by the Indian government and burnt down all the copies of the book. But a television news channel procures a copy and interviews him. The journalist starts his narration about KGF. Government officials discovered gold ore in southern Mysore state in 1951. On the same day, Raja Rocky Krishnappa Beria was born to a poor underage Shantama. The main protagonist of the movie, Suryavardhan, a powerful crime boss, accompanied by the government official, has the officials killed to hide the gold ore and leases the land for 99 years under the pretext of running Narachi, a limestone mine, but secretly establishes KGF. He had 5 associates: Kamal, son of Suryavardhan's former associate Bhargav; Rajendra Desai, who oversees the transportation of refined gold bars; Andrews, who oversees the gold smuggling on the western coast of the country; Dhuru Pandian, president of the in-government DYSS party; and Adhira, Suryavardhan's brother, who headed the KGF security. One day, Suryavardhan suffers paralysis and appoints his elder son Garuda the future heir of KGF. His 5 associates don't want Garuda as he is a very cruel person. Suryavardhan expected Adhira to serve as his son's aide, but Adhira unsuccessfully attempts to assassinate Garuda. In turn, Garuda bombs Adhira's car, and he is presumed dead. Suryavardhan's former associates now eye the riches of KGF. Rocky arrives in Bombay as a 10-year-old on a quest for wealth and power as desired by his mother Shantama. Shanta wants his son Rocky to become a very powerful and rich person. He begins to work for Shetty, a gold smuggler and Andrew's underboss, who competes against a Dubai-based rival Inayat Khalil. Years later, he rises in the ranks and oversees the arrival of African gold bars to the Bombay coast. Rocky's influence begins to rival Shetty's own. Andrews, who notices this, offers him Bombay in return for assassinating Garuda. Rocky accepts the offer and heads to Bangalore. He meets Desai's daughter Reena and falls for her and pursues her to accept him, much to his fiancée Kamal's chagrin. A statue inauguration is organized for luring Garuda out of KGF, but the attempt is averted even before it begins because Garuda knew their assassination plan. Rocky witnesses the authority and power that Garuda commands. Garuda spares them as his father is still alive and doesn't want to kill their associates as his father is alive. Seeing no other option to murder Garuda, Rocky journeys to KGF, killing a unit of Garuda's henchmen to enter. The workers in KGF, who are forcibly kidnapped, are subjected to inhumane conditions and treated as slaves. Rocky becomes one of them, and although apathetic at first, he is moved by the cold-blooded murder of a mother and son by a guard. Rocky stealthily accesses the map of the mine in the maintenance room during a roll call and narrowly escapes death after a fellow slave sacrifices himself to save the lives of his wife and unborn child. Andrew, Kamal, and Desai are misinformed about the incident and assume Rocky is killed. One day, Rocky engages in a fight with an entire unit of 23 guards, killing each one of them to save a blind slave they were about to brutally murder. With this act, Rocky emerges as a messiah in the slaves' eyes. He orders them to burn the guards' corpses. Andrews and his men know he is still alive via their informants, Kulkarni and Garuda's younger brother Virat. Garuda's younger brother, is different from his brother. He hates his brother and joins hands with their associates. Garuda prepares to leave his residence to investigate the fire and missing guards. To avert this, Virat smothers Suryavardhan to death so that Garuda doesn't investigate the incident. And as planned, Garuda rushes back home. Shaken by the recent bad turn of events, Garuda orders Makali's ritual to be rescheduled from the following week to the next day, planning to kill his father's allies as soon as the ritual is complete. Every year on a ritual day 3 goats are sacrificed, but this he orders to sacrifice of 3 slaves. At night, Rocky heads unsuspected through a tunnel to the site where Garuda has decided to behead 3 slaves as offerings to the goddess. as Vanaram discovers that the third slave to be beheaded was found dead inside his prison cell. Upon Garuda's arrival and sacrifice of 2 slaves, a concealed Rocky, who had taken the third slave's place, emerges and kills him. The ecstatic slaves accept Rocky as their leader. Inkalagi concludes that Rocky intentionally chose KGF as the location to assassinate Garuda so that an army of slaves would help him seize control. The narrator indicates, however, that this is just the beginning. The news of Garuda's murder reaches Ramika Sen, a no-nonsense politician. Adhira, who had survived the incident, plans to resurface, and so does Kalo. As Vanaram orders his men to attack Rocky and his army, a gunshot is heard. After detailing the events in KGF, Chapter 1, Anand Inkalagi suffers a stroke and his son, Vijayendra, takes over to narrate the rest of the story. Rocky kills heir apparent Virat and takes over the Kolar gold fields, keeping Reena hostage to ensure the cooperation of Guru Pandyan, Andrews and Rajendra Desai, and kills Kamal when he protests. He issues orders to start work in 8 hidden mines. Rocky orders to kill all the guards and replaces them among the workers. But he spares the head of security to use him as he knows very well about the KGF and teaches shooting guns to the newly recruited guard. Meanwhile, to take out Rocky from KGF, Adhira resurfaces and kills all guards at one of the outposts. In a ruse to bring Rocky to Adhira, Andrews kills Desai, Reena's father, to lure Reena outside KGF. After hearing Reena is gone outside KGF, Rocky follows her to protect her from any kinds of attack. On the way, John captures Reena. When Rocky comes out to rescue Reena, Adhira shoots Rocky but spares his life, while his men roadblock all gold exports from KGF. Meanwhile, Shetty ties up with other subordinates of Andrews across India's western coast and exterminates Rocky's allies with Inayak Kalal's newfound support. But Rocky's aides kill Shetty's associates and recapture the coast. A recuperated Rocky, along with Reena with lots of gold, leaves KGF in a helicopter. His people in KGF got frightened as they thought Rocky is running from Adhira to spare his own life. But Rocky visits Dubai to deal in gold with Kalo, and also buy Kalashnikovs from him. Rocky and his gang gravely wound Adhira and kill his henchmen with their newly acquired weapons. Exasperated with KGF, some central ministers had planned a no-confidence motion against the DYSS-supported government to bring Ramika Sen in power. But Rocky's henchmen threaten other ministers against the vote, and the motion fails. Rocky also kills Shetty, gaining control over Bombay. "It's me, your leader." Guru Pandyan warns Rocky of Sen's rising stature, but he disregards him. 3 years later, in 1981, she wins the Indian general elections and becomes Prime Minister. After CBI officer Kanaganti Raghavan briefs her about the situation in KGF, she issues orders to close all state borders and authorizes Raghavan to raid Rocky's warehouses. Meanwhile, a young Inkalagi is caught spying on the KGF by Rocky's henchmen, but Rocky is impressed by his integrity. In contrast, Rocky allows him to interview about his life and publish it as a book. The CBI find nothing in their raids except a 400-gram gold bar and kept in a police station. Rocky retrieves it from a police station and single-handedly brings the place down with a new DSHK as a test of his new weapon. Rocky halts all exports from KGF, which strains relations with Kalo, but continues the mining. His aides trace his biological father, a drunkard who abandoned his family, and pay the unaware man to take care of his mother's newly shifted grave. Reena confesses her feelings to Rocky, and they get married. After a lot of investigation and searches, CBI finds evidence to arrest Rocky. Arrest talk reaches Rocky's ear. Rocky took an appointment and comes to Prime Minister's office. He meets with Sen, Prime Minister, and hands her a file exposing his involvement in money laundering. But she cannot consider it as almost all her party members are complicit in the corruption. Almost 200 MPs of her party funds are indirectly or directly coming from Rocky. Prime Minister Sen can do nothing, but before Rocky leaves the PMO, Sen warned Rocky to take his everything and destroy him in the future. Still furious after his defeat, Adhira makes his way to KGF through a secret passage with Andrews, Dea, and John, supported by Kalo's armada. Reena gets to know she is pregnant, and to tell the news to Rocky. She rushes to Rocky. Just as Reena reveals her pregnancy to Rocky, Adhira fatally snipes her. In the ensuing clash, Rocky's army kills Andrews and Dea, while Rocky kills John, and after a gruesome fight between Rocky and Adhira, Rocky chokes Adhira to death. Rocky rushes to his helicopter with a gun. Rocky and his henchmen disrupt Sen's speech at the parliament and kill Guru Pandyan. Pandyan had staged the attack on Garuda for which Adhira was framed, and informed Adhira of Garuda's attack priorly. He was also the one who showed Adhira the secret passage, goaded Andrews into hiring Rocky, staged the no-confidence motion drama in Delhi, and persuaded Shetty to join forces with Khalil just to gain Rocky's trust. Guru Pandyan was the masterplan of everything. Even Reena is dead. After killing Guru Pandyan, MP, inside the Parliament's hall, Sen issues a death warrant against Rocky and enforces the Indian Army. Indian Army rushes to his house for arrest, but he has already left his house. Rocky evacuates KGF and leaves on a ship with his cache of gold. Before leaving, Rocky forms a new colony for all KGF workers. He signals the Navy to his location, but refuses to surrender. US Navy and Indonesian Navy are also following and ask him to surrender. Sen issues orders to bomb KGF and Rocky's ship, and he drowns in the ocean along with the gold, and KGF is also destroyed, which stays lost to date. A young Nkalagi decides to write a book on Rocky. It's the book El Dorado. 3 months post Rocky's death, a CIA official hands over a file listing Rocky's crimes in the United States and 16 other nations between 1978 to 1981 to Sen. KGF Kolar Goldfield is a real place that was used to mine gold. KGF is about 100 kilometers from Bangalore, the capital of Karnataka, and 245 kilometers from Chennai, the capital of Tamil Nadu. For over a century, the town has been known for gold mining. The mine closed on the 28th of February 2001 due to a fall in gold prices, despite gold still being present there. For more recapping videos like this one, subscribe to my channel. My channel will save your time and money. Thank you everyone.
I can't avoid.